All right, guys, welcome into part 5 of John Brda conversation slash interview on Twitter. In this episode, we're going to get to hear John Brda talking about shorts. And what he believes is going to happen is we're probably going to have these shorts around for a while until they find another culprit, another stock. Once Meta proves that we are a legit company, real revenues, we're not going anywhere, the shorts will eventually just kind of let us alone and they'll go find the next one they want to attack. So, very interesting to hear Brda's take on that. So, hope you all enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a thumbs up and a comment down below.
There's a lot going on, and they're drinking out of a fire hose internally. I know that.
Does that make you feel, I don't know, kind of peace or vindication, knowing, that the day will come that they'll get theirs, kind of a thing?
It's interesting is that I think the day will come where they just decide to go for a different stock, because the short guys, that's how they make their living. They're looking for companies that they think are not going to make it, and they're going to drive them into the ground. That's their goal. It's completely un-American in my view, and I think personally, any market cap, under say $500 million shouldn't allowed to be shorted, because you never give these companies a chance to make it. They're just, they're so big and powerful that you can't fight them, and the SEC is not going to do anything about it. They never do. So,
did you reach out to the SEC at all?
I've actually, indirectly, I would say yes, but I was always advised from my attorney, SEC counsel, who was a former SEC attorney. He said, there's nothing good that's going to happen by you reporting anything to the SEC. He said, because what they'll end up doing is instead of, looking at the shorts, they're going to question everything that you've ever done with the company. He says, that's the way it goes. It never goes for the shorts. It always goes for the company. And I was like, well, that's great.
That's it.
Well, that's because the shorts have their hands in their pockets. I mean, it's you got Citadel, Virtue, State Street, Melvin. All of these guys have got their hands right in Gensler's back pocket.
Yep.
I mean, it's never going to be corrected.
Well, Gensler wants to get a cushy job when he's done, right? It's like it's a revolving door. Are we working for the hedge fund, or are we working for the SEC, right?
So it's
everybody who works for the SEC work for hedge funds.
I think the shorts will eventually find another victim and they'll move away, but it's going to, not without trying one last push. That's for sure.
Do you think that Meta had a target on its back because of TRCH?
Absolutely, I believe that.
Yep.
Absolutely. Because Meta's
ever since day one,
they're in a good cash position, and they've got 200 and some odd patents, and they're the type of company that people should be getting on board with. And if you look at the institutional holders of the stock right now, State Street and Vanguard, and some of these other, BlackRock, what have you, they're not there because they like Meta. They're there because they were forced to be there through some ETF or some deal that they had to buy, and then all the option trading around it. That's what's causing those guys to have positions. They don't give a shit about Meta. They're not.
Right.
They've probably never even had a conversation with Meta.
They'll lend every single share that they own out to other short sellers, to other broker dealers, without batting an eye, and then they'll make money off of that too.
Absolutely. So it's always funny to see institutional holders, and those guys that I've mentioned. They're just they're the worst of the worst. So
yeah, they are absolutely. And this has been a battle that's been going on for years. And the funny thing is it's only really come to major light over the last couple of years.
Yep, that's true. That's very true. It was interesting. So we'll see what happens.